So, currently looks like Val is currently unavailable. That's okay. We'll just proceed without him, and he can catch up on the VOD. That's all right. Hello, Val, if you're listening right now. Would anyone like to summarize the previous session to the best of their ability?
Who's Val?
Uh, he was lying back last campaign.
Oh, okay.
He's the other
The
bird.
okay. The guy that keeps being called Tyrandal by William, the racist.
William does
All,
not respond to the racist
all I
jibe.
remember of last game was there was an execution. We finally got rid of Jeb.
Oh,
I
but the,
Yep.
pray I have a miracle left that stays that way. But we'll see.
No, Jed's like a cockroach. You can't kill him.
Yeah. But all, all that happened. Craziness happened. There were some people who got shot and killed by archers. Wall of Flame stopped all that from happening. This knight fought with everyone else while my character wanted to leave. And then eventually, everyone made it down into this cavern underneath where Jeb was. And there's like a boat ride.
Hmm.
Is it like the Acne ride?
yeah, we were about to go down a water rapids situation or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, like the Willy Wonka boat ride.
I believe the Emperor kind of made his first appearance last game. I don't know if he got out of his rickshaw or not, but I remember his voice echoing.
Yeah, he feared everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by being nearby. He managed to inflict a aura of despair over like, you know, hundreds of people.
Ye-
Meanwhile, somewhere Val's like, I can take him.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, and we also have a saber-toothed tiger now
yep,
for reasons.
for reasons. All right. The quill continues to write of its own volition, while rain from a non-existent sky plummets all around. The candlelight flickers, and in the dim light, the elderly man squints his eyes at what was written. What? That can't be right. He looks incredulously at the scripture. He sighs deeply and sits down, and then grabs a pipe. Putting his feet up on his desk, he lights the pipe and wonders aloud, It's gonna be a rough one. As your party's boat reaches the precipice, it inches forward into a massive, massive dive, following a torrential storm of water and wind down into the dark depths below. It feels like several minutes, but the angle of your plunge begins to change, and you are left adrift in the dark of a barely illuminated, lazy river. Strangely enough, the water appears to have some kind of unusual purple lights flowing through it, like a second stream. Occasional blue bulb-like shapes move and flitter, like translucent jellyfish. Touching your hand into the water, you notice that it becomes immediately numb, though quickly recovers if you move your hands. And you guys are currently floating down this little stream.
My character Tyrandal, he's going to be thinking of formulas and everything else. He's thinking of like the feeling he felt when he cast the miracle last session, and if it felt like it was tugging on the weave, like his normal arcane magic, or if it felt different and just that's what he's pondering right now.
Okay. While you're doing this, Tyrannel, where are you sitting exactly in the boat?
I think I got like strapped up 5 different ways in the back, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. I
Yeah,
think
because
I'm probably
the
him
cat is
behind
like the
him.
saber-toothed cat is right behind you, and it's noticing that you're a bird.
I will give it indigestion.
Do you say this?
If I notice him staring at me.
It's sniffing you a little bit.
Well, that's not nice. Hold on, I got a spell just for this. I think it's called Booming Blade. So I'll poke his nose with my feather, and if he moves towards me, it'll be a big thunder effect.
You poke his nose and he retreats. He starts sneezing.
Oh, is he allergic to me? Excellent. Stinky cat, stay away.
What?
You boop the snoot with a feather.
Don't mind me. Carry on.
Oh, I'm just gripping onto the sides of the canoe or the thing we're in. Just waiting to see where this thing's gonna lead.
Okay.
My character kind of only just realized that this is Jeb's boat, or something like Jeb's boat. This isn't a boat that goes near Jeb's establishment. This is Jeb's boat.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I search for trapdoors?
Yes. Roll it.
I don't want to go up, and I don't want to go into the water. I want to stay in the boat.
Okay.
23.
All right. Let
My
me.
last vehicle had a big ass trapdoor in the bottom, and I'd like to think my character's one that learns from his mistakes.
All right. Let me roll for it. It's been a minute since I've located my dice, so
Trapdoors or like buttons that do
yeah.
things.
Anything of particular interest in regards to that. Yeah.
What's odd about this boat?
Crap. That's the wrong. What's the?
Everything. It's a Jeb boat.
That is. You know. I mean,
I
he's not
wanna know
wrong.
why- I want to know why it's wrong then.
Here it is. I need to clean up my fucking desk, dude. It's weird because I feel like I clean it every single day, but it never gets any cleaner.
You gotta organize, deep clean.
You know, honestly, being an adult fucking sucks.
I know you have to spend like
agree.
a whole day just to clean your shit.
Yeah, and then you gotta work at a job you probably hate
Mm-hmm.
just to make enough money so you can
Oh,
live to go to
okay.
work. It's amazing. Great system.
And we're going to be getting our
We're
first
just-
house in this couple months.
Congratulations.
Oh, nice. You're living beyond the dream, man. Nice.
Hey, the American dream, right?
Yeah.
Just don't get sick.
I mean, I'm currently living the American dream. What is it? 3.0? You will own nothing and like it.
Yep. Welcome to the boring
Yeah.
dystopia.
All right, what'd you get for your roll?
23.
You notice there is a doorknob in the side of the boat.
Okay. What the fuck? I will. Let's say I'm like third seated. I'm just going to like, if it's not near me, I'm gonna point.
It's above the water level. It's like a little door you can open to get to the boat easier.
I see. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it.
Permanently attaches an eye. Okay.
Yeah. Any seatbelts?
Yes, there are abundance of seatbelts, as
I will.
Tyrandol has discovered.
I will secure
Yeah, I'm
myself.
pretty sure somehow got like 5 wrapped around me somehow. I think it like attacked me because I wasn't going in there because it was Jeb's boat.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Wait a
we
minute.
strapped down.
All right. Well, this is. I am now ready for Jeb's crazy ride.
So after several minutes of floating by the current, your boat comes to a slow stop next to a wooden dock, and before you in the stream appears to be a large stone grate that is blocking further travel downstream.
Is it a stone grate?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to crash into that. What do I got?
The boat stopped of its own volition before the grate.
I see.
Yeah, I'd say this is our stop.
Oh, okay.
There like handy platform on one side or the other?
Yes. Yes, there is. Conveniently near that knob.
All right. I think the knob is safe.
Cool. Well,
Let's disembark. I'll start undoing the seatbelts for Tyrandol.
I'll
Thank you.
unclip myself. Uh, unless anyone else has objections, I'm just gonna work the door.
Mm-hmm. Can I have any sense of direction as far as if we're near Jeb's Tavern?
You have no idea.
Okay,
There's nothing to orientate yourself with.
gotcha.
You do notice something kind of weird.
What notice?
Where's Jeb?
He's in the boat.
Is he?
Right?
There's nothing but pants.
Yes, I have his pants. His pants of dual pockets. Dual endless pockets, I forget the word.
Pants of holding.
Pants of holding, that's right.
Yes. Jeb is like disappeared.
I will alert the people's attention to it. What's happened to our Jeb guy?
At this point, I don't question anything. I just go with it.
Sorry about that.
So before the little door handle, you see kind of like a little red little like velvety plaque on the little side of the boat now, and it says stay on the carpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Follow the sign. Whatever.
I don't see where he
And
went.
as you open the door, you hear some weird mechanisms from the boat because reasons, and then a red carpet goes up the stairs toward the dock.
Nowhere else to
Them
go.
guests are staying on the carpet.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you get to the top of the little dock platform, you see there's an empty pedestal, a large coffin-like altar, and a sealed stone door on the platform attached to the wooden dock. In the corner is also a desk and a couple of bookshelves with some old writing equipment.
Uh, does the carpet go near these, or does it stop, or what?
It's covering the whole platform.
Okay.
A velvety goodness.
Guess we'll go look at the suspicious coffin thing.
I'll go take a look at the plaque.
You look at the coffin, and as you approach Volvis, I would like you to make me either an investigation or perception check, your choice.
I believe in you.
The game log. The roll says 22
Okay. As you approach, you
on
notice that
perception, in
yet
case it matters.
you notice that if you look at it the right way, you notice that the sides of the stone are translucent, and inside the coffin is the body of Jeb.
Cool.
Does
Hey,
anyone
I
have a
found the
snake?
corpse. Is it still missing a head?
Is it missing pants?
It is
Or is
missing
it
pants.
missing anything? Oh, good. If anyone y'all wanna, I don't know. Anyways, here's the corpse.
Um, oh,
Fantastic.
you said there was an empty plinth by the coffin?
Yes. However, there is a dotation on the altar. It says, "Here lies Jeb. Poor fool, lost his head." And that's the last bit. Apparently, I didn't finish writing that, but pretend it was amusing.
Well, considering that my guy is a death cleric, he will actually step up behind the plinth and give a short eulogy. We celebrate the death of Jeb. He was a very unusual individual, obsessed with carrots, and he got us into a lot of shit.
If there was a ghost, they would take their hat off during this moving eulogy.
He sure is dead.
And Tyrandal's life becomes just that brighter.
It's pretty great.
You said he's in like a glass casing type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
I want to make sure he's dead.
Do we send him off in a proper way by burning his body alight?
Can I unlock the casing? Is it like something I can like just lift open?
Not that you see so far.
All right. Well, then just based on a visual thing, I want to see if I can see any signs of life.
Nope.
Okay. It's always good to make sure. Yeah, no, I don't have any crazy spells, right? No. Okay. I mean, yeah, do whatever you want with him. I don't know if he had a will or anything.
I mean, it's in a fancy box. I'm inclined to just
Wait.
leave the box as is.
I look back
Ye-
at the glass.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I like tap on the glass. It's like, are you sure you're dead in there? I kick the box as hard as I can.
You stub
Is
your
it-
toe.
Yeah, I stub my toe. Well then, alright. If he wants to be dead or is really dead, then that's it. He can be dead. I mean, the important thing is we really need to find out what the next part of our quest is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can't find notes about our quest in here.
Okay. There's the pedestal. There's the pedestal. There's also the desk and the bookshelves. John, you wanted to look at the pedestal, correct?
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
look at the bookshelves to see if there's any lore about the general quest, the history of whatever we're doing.
Okay. So as you approach the pedestal, John, you see that there is like two shapes on the ground right in front of the pedestal in the shape of feet.
Yeah, I'm not stepping directly in them. He might not remember a whole lot, but he's starting to pick things up, and he'll see this, which technically he was giving the eulogy from like 6 inches behind the footprints on the pedestal, so he'll turn around. There's footprints in front of this, and I don't want to step in them.
You put your boots on them. Maybe it doesn't have to be like feet, just
Feet.
He will actually take this literal. He will take this literally. He will sit down, remove his boots, and put them in the footprints.
A translucent head appears in the shape of Jeb on the top of the pedestal. The head begins to clear its throat. Ah, yes. Okay, so if you're reading this, well, he starts going through papers. Well, not reading, more like watching or listening or however they end up making it work. All right. Anyway, if you're receiving this, I am probably, well, most likely, irrevocably, tragically dead. I will allow you a moment to grieve. And he pauses for like 30 seconds.
I'll give a nod in silence.
Ah, yes. But don't worry, I can probably still help. Probably. I have prepared a special concoction. Just for this occasion. He kind of looks around. With additional chance that those most capable of saving everyone. It's a weird wording I chose, but would be directed here. If, however, you are not said person or persons, sorry. Blame the egghead, so it's not really good all of that fancy magic stuff. It's more of a, slap carrot juice on it and see if that works. And surprisingly, kind of did a lot. Anyway, if you use one of my little fancy schmancy keys on the pedestal, assuming you recovered them. If you didn't, well, you should go back and get those. You will unlock a stone box. Inside should be a marvelous little tincture called the Martyr's Tears. Rather hard to come by, actually, given that most martyrs are the whole, dead, so you can't cry thing, except me, anyway. But anyway, so make sure you keep that. So if one of you ends up, he does the whole cutting throat motion, you can kind of, try to fix that a little bit. And he kind of the hand appears in front of him and he gestures towards the pedestal.
I'm not doing it.
I believe one of us does have a key.
It's probably one of y'all. I pat myself down. Nope.
I'll check the pockets.
It's the
of
key ring.
The key ring.
Yeah, the reason I'm telling you that is because it's been like a couple weeks, so.
Yep, the ghostly key ring. I believe Valu is actually the one that had that.
Ah,
I thought it was William.
I am looking through my inventory. Don't know if I have it.
Either way, hand appears to the keys.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay, well, I hand it over.
So entering the key, you turn it as instructed, and a stone drawer juts out and is easily accessible. Inside is a slim vial with a special stopper used when a tincture is required to be applied to one's eyes. You also see a small pearl ring with an illuminating blue light, obviously where this image is being projected from. If for some reason you're unable to work because your grief has overtaken you, please remember all of the good times we've had together. Most of them probably involve puppies, sheep, rabbits, carrots. Anything fluffy and appealing is good to think about, as long as it is positive. If someone has stolen the tears, well, that sucks. The pearl ring contains my likeness and is being used to project this image. I have included several variations for contingencies, including instructions for artifacts I am aware of. And bring the ring with you if you can. Just don't lose it. I wouldn't want to spend eternity at the bottom of a well or a canal or, any unpleasant places.
I will receive the bottle and the ring. I'll hold the ring out to the group and just be, I don't think I am one to carry the ring. I don't really want to have him all up in here. Does anybody
Yeah,
want to have the bottle? I could
I
hold
I,
it.
ha- I have an irrational aversion or hatred to the thought of Jeb, so probably not the one to carry the ring.
I'll probably be most likely to throw it down a well or in a volcano. So I probably shouldn't have it either.
Put it in a bag or something.
Okay. I'll do that, I guess, then. I'll just put it in my bag.
While
The
this
face
is
looks
going on,
upwards and then says aloud, "Updated messages. To my will, to my most loyal friend and ally, Tyrandol, I give you one bottle of Owl's Wisdom."
Yay, that's what a wizard needs. A wisdom saving throw boost.
Yeah, aren't you guys called wizards? Come on. It's in the name.
pulling the boots off, and John just looks up and like, I mean, that's useful, but not for everybody.
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
you can receive it and then like sell it. So, it's you don't
That
have
would
to
be
you don't have
rude.
to take it.
That would be rude to do that.
You've been nothing but rude to this guy, so I don't think it matters.
But this is a dying man's wish. There's some
I
things
don't
just
think that you really care about that as much as you're claiming to right now.
You're right. You're right. You got me.
What was the bottle the teardrops named?
Martyr's tears.
The Martyr's Tears, yep.
Martyr's Tears.
Supposedly to do with anti-throat slitting or just being dead in general might be useful.
Resurrection, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could put it in a soda stream and carbonate them.
Okay.
I have a fucking table here. Uh,
A
oh,
potion
okay.
of
Here it is.
Wild Wisdom is not in the shop.
What?
I'm trying to look for it. It's not showing up.
Oh, that might be a Pathfinder thing, actually. I've always used it on my campaigns, but that
Yeah,
might be a Pathfinder item, actually.
it's 3.5 and Pathfinder. I
Yep,
just assumed it'd be
3.5 and
here too,
Pathfinder.
but it's not
Okay.
on
Did
here.
they literally remove it and fucking?
Yeah, they've removed a lot of the utility potions from 5e.
Wow, that sucks. Whatever. We could just homebrew this shit. I don't care. Just do it as if it was 3.5, pretty much. It gives you a temporary boost to your wisdom.
Yeah, it's like what, a minute per level?
I believe so. Is it a minute? I thought it was 10 minutes per level.
Could be. Is that spell on here too? On 5e?
Yep, it's
Mm,
Pathfinder.
yeah, no, they removed a lot of utility stuff from 5e, which
Yeah.
kind of a pain in the ass.
Trying to remember the. Let's see.
See, for 3.5 is 1 minute per level.
Pathfinder is 1 minute per level.
Okay. So we'll make it like 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't. 10 minutes is like
Uh,
easier to remember.
+4 bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to find that fucking list I made. This is why I need all my documents like fucking in one little document. The problem is when you get that when you start getting the many notes as I have, it becomes like yeah, yeah,
Organizers hell.
yeah, pretty much.
Where you end up just making bookmarks on bookmarks on bookmarks in your doc folder.
Yep.
Just so you can shove relevant shit together.
Okay. Okay. Found it. I think. Is everything? Okay. Cool.
By
Cool.
the
Cool.
way,
Cool. Okay.
if anyone sees a bronze brazier, let me know.
Oh, keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'll certainly let you know.
Thanks. Brass, actually, not bronze. I've been trying to find one the entire time, but I haven't come across any yet.
Can you DM me the context for that? Because it's been a minute. I don't know if that was a backstory thing or something I told you
It's
or.
not. It's Find Familiar. I'm just trying to find a place to cast Find Familiar.
Oh, dude, I don't care about shit like that.
Well,
Conveniently, ironically, it looks like the little, place where the head is a brazier thing now.
yeah, I'm not going to have a chance of Jeb infecting my Find Familiar. I'm kidding. I will. If there's a brazier here, which I thought there might be, since there's a.
Yeah, yeah. There's a brazier for light. You can use that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take me 1 hour and 10 minutes.
There's a comfy chair. Conveniently.
Good.
All right.
Okay, so this is what you guys find. Basically, he goes out and tells the entire party that, I have left you some items that will be of use for you. For my friend Fulvus, a potion of gaseous form. For John, an elixir of health. For William, a potion of size. For Val, a potion of cat's grace, and then a silver spoon as well. So
Oh,
I put this in the.
potion of size?
Yeah.
Hey, before I finish my ritual, can I get that ring, William?
Yeah, I was just gonna put it
Thank you.
back. Here, you can hold on.
I suspect that he's going to throw it into a void.
No, I'm not doing that. This is a quest item and a magic item. I'm not going to do that to a magic item. That's actually something I care about.
Roll Arcana.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, so 26.
Okay, 1 second.
So the five familiar, I rolled a since I'm neutral. I rolled a d6, and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for celestial. First two Fey, the next set, and fiend.
Okay,
It's going to be a celestial owl when it gets done.
cool.
Nice.
All right. So you're going to be very, 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 very happy, Tyrandol, because you are now aware of what this magical ring is.
Yeah.
Um, it is a ring of mind shielding.
Oh, hey. I'm gonna change what I was initially gonna do with this ring.
What were you going to do with it, out of curiosity?
Oh, when the owl got summoned, I was going to fix it to it, so if it ever like starts making noises or whatever, we'll see it. Or I was going to feed it to the owl, and that way it'll just be inside of it, and maybe it'll have some weird effect.
Suddenly, you're no longer able to telepathically communicate with your fucking owl.
Yeah, suddenly that stops.
Your owl becomes free.
Yeah, it just leaves like, no, come back. I can't summon another without you dying.
And that's a celestial. You're gonna live a really long fucking time. Okay. So what do you do with the ring?
Oh, it's not cursed, is it?
Not in the classical sense, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it on then. Wait, does that stop me from casting spells as well? I
Nope.
can't remember.
Here's what the ring of mind shielding is. It requires attunement. While wearing this ring, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're aligned, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible, or until you remove the ring, or until you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. A wearer cannot prevent this telepathic communication.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I knew you were my friend.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Oh god. I hear his voice.
Just purge the ring of the soul and you'll just get the mind shielding part.
Is that really you?
I don't want to leave.
Is this you?
Yes.
Why didn't you go to the afterlife?
I don't want to.
Uh, so does that mean I inherit all your wealth and gold?
I mean, you could just, bring me back.
I'm not a cleric, sir.
You okay, Tyrandol?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to finish this ritual, and it's a bit distracting.
Yeah. By the way, the easiest way to talk to it is use the hand with the ring as if you're talking to a telephone.
But my bird hands, it's hard to do that.
All right. Okay. So Tyrandol, Jeb is going to talk to you, and he's gonna give you a little bit of a diatribe, more information, and then it's up to your character whether you pass this along. You probably should, but depends on what your character is a dick. We'll see. So he says, I have but one request. When you next meet the Emperor or the representative, and you see like his image in front of you, by the way, give that ass who had me summarily beheaded a message, and then he gives you the middle finger.
So that's to the Emperor or who? Who's the second person?
Yes, the Emperor, the man who had me beheaded.
Okay. I thought you said another person as well.
Yep. Anyway, if you're going to continue passing tests, obtaining bitches, and conquering the land, not necessarily in that order, you're going to need to obtain more artifacts. And before him, he basically pulls up like a spectral chair and sits down, and then does the whole, I forget what meme I was referencing, but it's a meme somewhere. Here's the problem: most artifacts are located in sealed, well-guarded locations. However, over the centuries of these cycles being performed, these self-contained spaces have been accessed a few times, very rarely with any form of success, but ultimately, wizards of a certain type of power began to realize just how well created these portals and realms are. So they started to dump all their problems into there. And you recognize this, Tyrandol, because you remember your little library you had? You had a portal to that library. It was located in one of these little realms.
Does that mean if I find a portal, I might be able to find my lost library again?
Yep.
Ooh, how many centuries has it been?
It's been a while. So these wizards began to, they realized how useful they were, and then they started dumping all of their problems in there. Pesky guard, portal jail. Too many potatoes in their salad, portal jail. Rampaging unstoppable monsters of great power, believe it or not, portal jail. Accessing these portals is hard enough, but the more they put into them, the more they grow. They're kind of labyrinths now, and they're usually inhabited by, well, generally speaking, some very unpleasant creatures. In the past, these wizards tried to create these demiplanes, to secure their own fortresses, and they erected buildings. They had people serve them, and a host of magical defenses and wards and all that fun stuff. Of course, most of them died horribly at some point, but unfortunately, as you're well aware, their magic still remains even to this day. So they're dangerous, but hey, you can handle it, right? Oh, and that's not all of it. Not all of these realms remained stable per se. Some imploded. And he starts like naming off like on his list in his hand. Some imploded, regurgitated their cons across the world. Others were raided and plundered by adventurers who then end up selling their stuff, or they were themselves caught in some fucking dungeon somewhere. He starts giving a laundry list of different things that's happening to these kinds of portals, and you get the idea that just about most of the portals didn't end up very well. So anyway, if you're to find all these artifacts, you're going to need to travel the width and breadth of this whole continent, and honestly, probably beyond and within. So this quest is going to try you in many ways, but it's also, well, I mean, I would think so, sure to fortify you for what is, to come should you succeed. So from where you go from here, I know of some things that can help you. One, the door behind me, aka over there, will open up given the proper password. You can reach the surface relatively easily from there, as well as access outside of the walls. And there's a small barracks intended to house members of the Order in case of an emergency. It's been dormant for quite a long time, but it has been relatively kept well. Two, I know of a couple things that will aid you in your quest to gather the artifacts themselves. One is a powerful magic item in its own right. It is not an artifact in and of itself, but legend says it is key to finding one. It is in a secure location under the watchful eye of the town guard and other adversaries. Some might say a vault. Another is that a powerful lich holds sway in a forbidden wasteland. So whispers escape. Go ahead.
Lich?
Huh?
A lich?
Yes.
An actual lich.
A lich.
I'm here casting second level spells, and you're saying go fight the lich?
Okay, look. I have a whole diatribe here. He pulls up like a fucking piece of paper. Look, I have a script. Okay.
You can just skip past that part, okay? We're not doing that anytime soon.
Okay, look. He's a nice guy, probably. I mean, look. He only cast Disintegrate at me like one time, okay, and then it missed, so like it was good. All right. Maybe he likes you. I heard he likes birds. He keeps them in cages, but anyway. So he's got a golden key, and you probably will need that at some point. Let's see. He kind of goes down. He kind of go down the
With
paper.
7th level spells, we can go there.
So, where you go from here is your own prerogative. But so when you get new stuff, I'll be able to help you further. So
So it is the door here behind you. There's a password.
yes.
Would you tell me the password?
Honestly, I'm not that I'm not that good with passwords.
Okay.
And
Do you
and
knock?
believe it or not, you can't just he kind of does this most. You can't just recover a password when you've lost it with a door anyway.
Yeah, yeah. There is no tech support or anything for that.
Yeah.
Do you know? Is it a verbal command? Is it a somatic command? And
Uh,
do you know
it's a
that?
riddle kind of, but I kind of forgot what look, okay, I didn't pay attention in school, okay? All right, look. That's all right.
Oh, okay. So we got the door there. That's no artifacts is in there. It was like a little barracks of sorts.
Yeah.
And then further underneath the city, there is an artifact.
Yeah, in the city. Yeah.
I thought you said underneath the city,
It's inside. It's in a secure location inside the city.
like
Um,
a vault.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
describe it
vault.
as a well-guarded warehouse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking vault is underground, but no, it's like a bank or something. Okay.
Yeah. As long as you're immune to, he starts like listing off shock and yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, elementals are, just banish them, right?
I mean, I could one day be that powerful, but again, I'm casting 2nd level spells here, Jeb.
All right, look, look, look.
If I
I'm
could
just
toggle
working
my
what I'm given,
library,
okay?
do what?
I'm just working what I'm given here, okay? And okay, well, there is like one other thing, but well, it's not enemies that are in the area. It's just okay. Look, there is supposedly a tincture that is supposed to work with people like he points to all the group. You guys supposed to make you what's he kind of remembers oval Ovaltine like, makes you big and strong, right? And it's not like behind any. He looks for the word big and nasties, but it's more like a trap filled labyrinth rather than a dungeon than a monster filled labyrinth. So
Um, okay, okay. And how far away is that place?
I mean, I'm really bad with distances, but I mean, for me, it's always a hop, skip, and a jump. Because he points to his ears.
Okay, okay. So there's a random labyrinth in some direction. Who any god knows where. Okay, that's not really helpful, but thank you, Jeb. I know you're trying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what makes it
It's
useful.
north at the back of a mine. That's where we found it anyway.
See, um, going back to Ovaltine though, does that also increase intelligence? I'm not saying for me, and he side eyes the Aarakocra, who has like intelligence of 4 or something.
Oh my goodness. Uh,
Does it help with the mental strength at all?
it makes you more of what you are.
That sounds like a monkey's paw if I ever heard one.
No, no, no. That's to the south.
Okay. Okay, so the
Oh no,
closest.
east, east. There's a journal, east.
Okay, so the closest one is the vault in the city. The second one that you know of is guarded by a lich. Then there's this mine in the north of the city that has a potion that can make us stronger.
Yes.
And that's our options right now.
Hmm.
Hey, hey, everyone.
Yes.
I'm being haunted by Jeb right now.
I'm sure you are.
Understandable.
And on the bright side, this ring is a ring of mind shielding, but the curse is Jeb can talk to me whenever he wants to.
Well, then just take
That
the
is a
ring.
horrible curse indeed.
His soul is trapped in this gem. So if we ever find a way to harness souls for power, we got a pretty good one right here.
Oh
Oh,
God.
you're like actually being haunted. Okay, I thought you were just. I thought it was a
No,
figure of
no,
speech.
it's not
I mean,
my witty intelligence joke this time. No,
I
it's
mean, my
real.
god is a god of death. We could always sell Jeb's soul to them.
Hey, I did not agree to this.
He says possibly,
You
but
could
we'll talk
no,
about that
no,
later.
no. I explicitly said no.
So, anyways,
We could kill a rat and put the soul in that.
I don't think that can work.
Hmm.
Jeb, as far as this ring goes, can either leave it when he wants to, or stay in it, and nothing else can go into it when it's occupied.
Well, good luck with that. I would suggest you take the ring off.
Uh, the ring disappears. Okay, it's gone.
Y-
Deception.
y-
That's a 15.
Do you
My
contest, William?
you want to go off my passive insight, or you want me to roll?
Your choice.
Well, my passive is 15.
You're not sure if
Uh,
he's bullshitting or not.
yeah, I have a +5 to insight, so I look at him. I'm just like, if you ever feel like your mind is splitting, it's probably because of that ring. And as a doctor, I would recommend any sorts of remedy, uh, including cutting the finger off, throwing the ring away. Just if you still have it, I would suggest you don't wear it.
My precious.
I
No.
see.
I'm not worried about that yet, anyways. If you see me sprouting bunny ears, though, please don't hesitate to kill me.
uh,
We will do all in our power to help that. Just please be aware of your mental health. Many people don't. Um, did that ring offer any insight as to what we should do next?
We have a couple of options, and one that I'm not going to say because we're not doing that one. But also, an aside, the door that's locked behind here, there's a password that Jeb doesn't know that can get us into like a bunker of sorts. I think he mentioned that there might be weapons in there, but he said it should be relatively maintained.
Oh,
But
when
as
you
for
see
Arthur,
Sebastian, let him know that honestly, my bad. I didn't mean to lock you in. Just say that,
wait,
and everything will be
wait, we're
fine. I
locked in.
promise.
We're locked in here.
uh,
I'll say this out loud, by the way.
we're locked in.
Oh, now you go quiet, Jeb. I see how it is.
Oh, I don't feel very locked in.
I'll go to the door and I look at it. Is it like do I have to press in a word, or does it appear that I should just say some
A
words?
face appears in the door in the shape of a red devil. 3 horizontal bars hold the door shut. What is life's greatest fear?
Death.
No.
I'll just shrug my shoulders, look over mine, and just say,
Ceasing to exist.
It does not respond.
Password. 12345 6.
"Let me in."
Does anyone know how to speak Elvish? Someone I
Be
read something in a
careful.
book where they say friend in
Charisma
Elvish.
save.
Who
Eh.
is that for?
Got a
Both of
fireball.
these?
I got a 13.
You are stunned for 5 rounds.
Fantastic. So he said life's greatest fear.
Yep.
Hmm.
So while you're thinking of that, here's the options we have. We can go to a vault in a city that but apparently has elementals guarding an artifact. He says it's something like a more like a warehouse type area. or we can go north to a mine that has this tincture that will fortify oneself and make one was it better,
More of what they are.
more of what they are.
I mean, that sounds quite useful.
I like that one.
So we're going on the side quest first.
Sounds like a plan, yes. Although, considering this boat won't go backwards, we are trapped in here until we can get this door open.
Do we do we know? I'm going to assume that 30 seconds passed at some point.
Hmm.
Did, yeah, excuse me. Do we know that it won't go backwards, or have we just not tried? Or like I don't know, maybe the great raises.
Is the answer living forever?
No.
I think the
I
answer
think
is I'm sorry for trapping you in here.
There are things that you could do to research the problem.
yeah, let's look through some things and read some papers and see if maybe Jeb wrote down the password.
Can I see the grate from
Jeb
up
kind
here?
of
Is it still there?
Jeb kind of scratches his chin next to your ear and says, I do that a lot. I'm really bad at
What?
remembering these things.
Yeah. Where was your desk at in here to write things down on?
Uh, I do a post-it note system.
Hey, everyone, look for post it notes. Jeb's secrets are on post it notes.
And
Inside random books.
it wait, he doesn't just put a post-it note on the larder.
No, apparently he puts it in random books.
It
Is
seems
there a
like an
book on
odd
carrots?
choice.
Yeah, I will walk over to the writing desk and see if there's a book on carrots, because knowing Jeb,
Carrot tinctures and growth patterns.
I will open it up and just start randomly flipping pages.
I'll go to the bookshelf and I'm just gonna see if there's any books that look like they get pulled. They were pulled recently. Maybe by seeing if there's any dust in front of one or the lack of dust, I should say.
Okay, investigation. Hold on.
I got a 10.
Let me pull up
And
what
I
you
get a
find.
You know what might help
Okay.
us here? See if we can find the storm and get this storm glass charged up. Maybe that will reveal the path.
Okay. So, you notice a note, John. There is a posted note says the dichotomy of man and rabbit.
okay. Yeah, I will. William, look for the dichotomy of man and rabbit.
Okay. Man, this guy's a rabbit thing.
There is no such volume.
Okay. Yeah, I respond like that. Nothing here. Nothing
Maybe
here.
it's a chapter title, and I will actually begin flipping through the book looking for a chapter title.
No. Oh, I think that might be a password for a different thing.
I think that's a red herring, guys.
Yeah.
Can I go through Jeb's pockets to see if I can't uh like summon a post-it note? From the reaches of its pockets.
You find a special post-it note that allows you to make post-it notes unlimited.
I like pull one off and the other replace. Like another one gets replaced.
Pretty much.
Nice. All right. I know of its existence and I shall put it back into the pocket.
I
Yeah.
had. I just had a thought, but we can continue looking for the password. But what if it's being forgotten? Then he'll still keep looking through books.
You find a title of a book called The Rituals of Order.
That's a good guess. I like that answer.
Sorry,
I'll
rituals
look
of the
through
order.
I will look through the rituals of the order.
It doesn't take long to realize that this is basically the handbook for members of the order, and it includes at the bottom. Don't forget the gate password.
But no password.
It's on the next page.
I flip it over.
Okay. Uh, do you see words happiness, failure, for when others falter, is we who bar the gates.
I
But they're
walk up
written
to
like kind of in a they're written in like no particular order.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured because of the question, though. John will walk up to the door and hold up a finger before it begins speaking and say failure.
Failure is a promise of the weak. What is life's greatest virtue?
Okay, what were those again in order?
Failure, happiness, and for an others falter, it is we who bar the gates.
Happiness.
Happiness is exaltation of the cause. Why do we hold the faith?
I'll give out the last answer.
Have no fear, for the cause is just. Be happy, for the gates remain barred. Welcome home. And a door opens.
I'm going to scribble down the answers and the questions and answers on a piece of paper and put it into my alms box.
You mean a post-it note?
Yeah, I can use a post-it note. So I now have the password.
Jeb says, told you, but look at the system.
Yeah, you need a better system.
He's talking to Tyrodol. You're
Oh
unable
yeah,
to perceive Jeb, for probably
yeah.
for your character sanity, honestly.
Yep, ignore that one then.
Sorry, my wife just got home, so I had to greet her.
It's all
She'll be
good.
gone for 2 days.
Oh man.
Jeb's beginning to wonder if he can find Kane somewhere out in the ether.
Kane?
Oh, only if he goes to the seventh circle of hell and fights his way to the palace.
I think it's at the bottom of the river Styx in Stygia.
Probably.
Isn't the river Styx kind of sticky?
I think it saps your memories.
No, that's the leaf.
Oh.
The river Styx will instantly kill a mortal that doesn't have any great desire. If you have a great desire, it can make you nigh invulnerable, but gives you a single weak spot.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, it makes
Greeks,
you
dude.
immune to death.
Greeks.
Yeah, Greeks are weird.
Basically, just don't go in the water. It kind of sucks.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, let me know how it is in there, guys. I'm almost done with my ritual.
Yep. We'll hold on for you, and I'll take something and prop the door open.
So beyond the door, you notice that there is what amounts to basically an underground temple. What looks to be with most of the amenities you might need to survive and study in seclusion. In the corner, read in a little bit of shadow, next to a dim firelight, um, there is an elderly figure. He's like kind of sticking in the shadows. He's like, "Welcome home, masters."
I look at
What
him.
does he look like with dark vision?
Yeah.
He has green skin.
Uh huh.
He's quite all right. Are you? You've been down here for how long?
It has been many years, my young master. He walks towards the firelight and you see his tusks.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Are any of you a paladin?
No.
I'm a cleric.
Can you detect evil and undead?
I don't believe so.
But you're a cleric of death, John. You can't keep them dead?
I'm actually looking on him.
I had high hopes for you, but you're disappointing me now.
Well, I'm also lost most of my memories and am technically dead myself, so not sure how that works.
And I'm a 3-foot owl man. We all have our burdens to bear.
What is
Yes,
your name,
burdens. Yes.
Mister?
William, you're really quiet.
Oh, I suppose I am. Let me make sure my levels are good on Discord. But I ask him what his name is.
My name is Sebastian. I am the butler of this fine establishment. Uh, you mean to meet himself? Hey,
I was doing a voice test.
it's all good.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear what I
Well,
said?
You said you're Sebastian.
And he is the butler of this fine establishment.
it's nice to meet you, Sebastian.
Yeah, it's
Would you
good to meet you. Good to meet you.
would you know the way out of here?
He points to a ladder.
Okay, thank you very much.
It goes into a black painting.
Um, is there any normal way out?
He looks at you like, you know, like, why would you ask something so weird and stupid? Like, of course there's not any normal way to get out of here. This is fucking Jab we're talking about.
Just lower my head and shake it, just like, all right, well, I'm gonna go have a quick look and see what is on the other side of what I assume is a portal.
Make
Okay.
sure you hop, skip, and jump before you enter.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
William, considering that he's been down here a long time, Jeb might have not paid him.
Hmm.
Sebastian's going to inform you that he is, in fact, property of the
I
order.
don't
Oh.
I don't believe in sentient or sapient beings being property.
Oh, no, no, no,
I
no,
believe in
no. It
sentient beings
is,
being property.
it is, he says, he's like, poor translation, I am, and he begins to describe that basically he was on the brink of death, and as a result, he basically, vowed his entire existence to serve those who saved him.
Ah, okay, I understand.
It's a debt.
Less, hey, I bought you, at a fucking market, and more, oh, I saved your life.
It's a life debt.
It's a
Yeah.
life debt.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, that's more
I'm going to
exciting.
roll sense motive on that. What is that again? Insight?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 13.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. This last thing I want is to be betrayed by the gangly orc.
Roll a nature check. He's in a suit, by the way. Older suit, but it's a suit.
That's a 9.
Yeah, he's totally an orc, guys.
Nice.
Would anyone else like to roll a nature check?
Could roll a medicine check. Is he alive? Is he really
I have a +1, but I'll go for it.
He was brought back with necromancy. He just thinks he's alive.
7.
what's his
Probably
D?
wouldn't have the presence of mind.
He looks like an
I'd
orc,
just be
dude.
like, all right. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, no.
Don't
We-
insult John like that. Not all undead are brain dead.
I'm not brain. Well, I do have amnesia from being brought back, so I will kind of.
Okay, never mind.
Brain damage, not dead.
He
Duh.
didn't get what I said.
Okay.
You're right, Publius.
All right. So you said you want to do a medicine check, William?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Okay. Uh, you're not sure why the orc has claws. But
Just gonna chalk it up to just being a Jeb thing, and I don't trust anything in here.
It's because he never clips his nails.
My God.
All right, Wolfus, the last hope.
What? No, I wouldn't have the presence of mind. It's like, yeah, there's an orc down here.
Yep, we're just going with it for now.
All right, I'm gonna roll Val. Okay, thank God.
Remember, he has like a -4 to his roll or something.
Well, I rolled a 20, so
Oh, okay.
he's gonna lean in to William and says, I think that might be a troll.
Oh, well, I mean, it's good to know what you may or may not be. Whatever is more comfortable for you, I say.
Oh, is that why he's tall and lanky?
Not all tall and lanky people are trolls, you know.
Well, no, I thought he was an orc, just hasn't been fed and was malnourished.
Oh, did he introduce himself as an orc?
No,
No,
we saw the tusks and assumed.
I
I
see.
saw the green skin and assumed. The test came later.
Well then,
Well, there's lots of creatures that have green skin. I didn't assume he was an orc until I saw the tusks.
well, either way, it's nice to make your acquaintance. You may be an orc or a troll, whatever it is.
Excuse me, Sebastian. Are you weak to the acid or fire? Or
Pull up stat log.
This seems like a very odd question to be asking someone you just met.
Can you take your limbs off and they just do their own thing?
They do not do their own thing, though I do recover after a time.
You're not the very special type of troll.
no,
Then.
I'm asking this actual reason, guys. This isn't a joke. Please take this seriously.
Mm-hmm.
What if we get attacked? We're in a city in an underground base with an emperor who wants us all dead. It would be nice to know his weakness if we get attacked.
So we can protect him against it.
So we know if he's dead or not when he stops moving, yes.
Well, I have been unfortunately. What's the word in this tongue? Does anyone speak giant?
I've got
That's a
celestial
simple
and
language
common.
with no written skills, so no.
Huh? Is it so no one speaks giant?
Nope,
No.
celestial and common.
He begins
Not
to
on my list.
begins to describe using simpler words. You get the idea that he's talking about a curse.
Ah,
I am not able to die.
oh, well, that's actually quite useful. Or horrific, depending on how your outlook is.
Yes.
Wait, is this curse from Jeb saving you?
No.
So he saved you from a situation and not from actual life or death.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
So if I burn your body, you will still come back, unlike a normal troll.
Yes. I am. Well, my original name was hard to pronounce for him, so he gave me a new name. I like Sebastian. But I gave some people some fire, and then I got, you know, eaten forever, and that really sucked.
Prometheus.
Ah, you know of me.
I have, what they say, the memory of the dead. Some things just come to me, especially if they're of a dead culture.
Yes.
That's
Except
not
instead
your
of
job.
stealing fire from a god, I instead stole it from a really angry hag.
That'll do it.
I was so beautiful. I had many warts. Now my skin is. He looks depressingly at it. Very clean.
Well, uh, that's hags for you.
Yeah.
Yes, in any case. I do, of course, have plenty of room to house all of you. The barracks can be expanded as needed, of course. We have a dining area, plenty of kitchen. We have bags of food, place to rest, and of course a door for company. Of course, he only ever says three things, but you know
Yeah.
it is the little things that count.
I mean, considering we just came from a fight, it might be a good idea to rest before we head out on another adventure.
I agree with that.
I look around. Yeah, I've been in worse, weirder places.
I am though curious with the portal. I'm gonna
You're
climb up a
quiet
little bit.
again, William.
I am curious about the portal itself, though. I'd like to climb the ladder and poke my head on through and see where we actually are.
Okay, what are you thinking of right now? Your character?
Um, my character is probably just thinking of the city above. He's trying to like, he has no real bearings, so he's kind of still foggy, but he wants to be
You were staring down at the city about 300 feet in the air.
okay. I quickly scamper back down the ladder, just say, nope, not that fucking way out.
Uh,
Oh, what's going on? Where's that
what
go?
would you
That
see?
that's a portal that it's I mean it's a great view. But I would not leap through the portal wholeheartedly. It is floating above the city quite high.
You did say it's a portal. Is the destination fixed?
No,
I'm gonna go look through it. He
it
said
is
it
one
has a
of
great
three
view.
locations that you can think of. If you don't know the other locations, it defaults to above. We sometimes use it as reconnaissance.
Well, that's actually quite
That's
handy.
that is.
Two of us has wings, so it's good for us.
Yeah, actually, you could just full-heartedly go on through, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because how would you get your way back?
I go back to the portal.
Assuming it
Okay.
stays open for you.
I guess. Do we even know how to get back here besides the waterway?
It is always a short boat ride away.
Okay.
Boats are magical. That's good to know.
Jeb boats are magical.
Mm-hmm.
So is this using the same tunnel system as the aqueducts?
It looks like it.
Okay, so we're floating in poop water, guys.
Mm.
Eh,
Stranger things have happened.
Like us being reincarnated and falling like meteorites to the earth.
yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say like,
Sebastian begins
uh,
bowing.
uh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Um, what is your interest, Fulvis? Do you have any hobbies or anything?
Uh, well, on the top, I mean, like, I go poking around and
I'm only asking.
established archaeological expeditions. Usually, and usually get yelled at to leave because I'm not supposed to be there. But you know,
You're a grave robber?
I don't really. There's not much of interest to take. I guess if you consider writing down their like cultural stuff, like if you consider that to be grave
You
robbing,
are the
you know,
explorer.
something like that.
That is
I look for very specific things.
The
Um,
explorer, he repeats, as if something of particular note.
Okay. I am apparently I
Scripture.
am the explorer with capital lettering.
Scripture says so.
He
Script
gestures
what?
all of you to follow him into the next room, and above the fireplace,
Is this a library?
there is a light. There is like some bookshelves in here,
Good.
and above the fireplace is an old painting of someone who looks vaguely like Fulvus.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
look, that guy looks kind of like me.
He doesn't have your chin though.
Well, I
Mm.
would hope not, because that would mean I would lose my chin. I
Well,
checked to make sure my chin is still attached.
There is a grand oak box at the bottom of the painting.
I'm going to give you this potion of Owl's Wisdom, Fulvus. You can make good use of it.
All right. I tuck it in one of many satchels. Can never have too many pockets.
Sebastian grabs the box and hands it to you, Fulvus.
You want me to? All right.
It looks like an elaborate puzzle box.
Oh, hey. Eh, I'm gonna sit down for this one.
I'm going to have
Um,
Detect Magic turned on.
you do?
Yeah, I cast
That
Detect
whatever's
Magic.
inside the box is magical as shit.
Is it like an evocation or like what skill is it?
I don't know if I explained this to you. So basically, mostly because I'm lazy and I'm really bad at fucking remembering what the categories are. The way I
Fair
do
enough.
detect magic is it's like an aura, and then you could use Arcana to determine what the magical item is. That in such a way where if you pass the Arcana, it's effectively casting Identify. That's the way I kind of handle it.
That's 25.
So yeah,
I feel like it's 25 Arcana.
there is there's a lot of magic coming out of that box from whatever is inside of it.
Is it going to explode if it's opened? That's what
No,
I'm getting at with
no, nothing
invocation.
like that. There is a kind of glass sheen on top of it. Inside is something that kind of resembles like, you would know it as a gun as a person, but like your characters aren't really familiar with what it looks like, and it has some kind of weird hooky thing at the end.
Oh, it's like one of those
it,
shotgun things that you can like hook on. Like what is it called?
it's a Batman grappling hook gun.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something different.
Well,
I thought it was like one of those what the pirates would use to climb the side sometimes.
I mean, that is a grapple.
That
That
is
is
what it.
still
Yeah.
a grapple gun.
Well, no, it doesn't shoot out. The grapple shoots out bullets, but it has a hook on it to help climb up.
That's a grappling gun.
That is a grappling hook.
The
It-
hook doesn't fire; it's attached, kind of like a
Yeah, no, I get what you're
barrette.
saying. It'll fire out
Oh,
and
like a
launch
harpoon
the rope
gun?
in. And, yeah,
No, not like a harpoon gun. What's the bayonet? It's attached like a bayonet,
Oh, okay.
so you'd hook with it, so you climb up it. But it's like a pistol or like a blunderbuss. You can fire.
With a hook at the end of it?
I think you're thinking of like an arbalist or something like that.
I got no fucking idea. But anyway, yeah. So
Well, it goes to say that if there's an odd painting of a guy who looks kind of like me, and also our new friend recognized me, there's probably, and also I got this fancy box. There's probably also one for all of y'all.
that's the
Yes,
safe houses, yes.
safe houses plural, so not here.
Yes.
Uh, well, I guess in the interest of fairness, we should probably put those on the list of things to do at some point.
Mhm.
Agreed. Go ahead and open your present, though. It might be useful for us.
This is a puzzle box. I gotta press random stuff until it works. And also, I'm gonna sit down.
And it's really fun to fiddle with.
Also,
You are having the time of your life.
So that's your hobby.
Just make it a Rubik's Cube. That sucker will never be opened.
See, what I was curious about, because we've been in this world for like 2 weeks, albeit the first week was us like in a coma. So Fulvis has just kind of been rushing us along and hasn't been doing anything. So I was wondering if he had a hobby to occupy his time, to not be breathing down our backs, our necks. So it's puzzles. That's what I take away from this. Puzzle man.
I mean, technically, in this kind of world, like archaeology, as much as avoiding traps as anything else, really. So, in a way, yeah, puzzles. Or if you get them wrong, you tend to die.
Once had a run-in with a man who used a whip, wore a fancy hat. He's very good at finding his way through. Anyways, I'm gonna open this box.
So after fiddling with it for about like 30 minutes, you managed to open it. Totally by accident.
Now, if I do this, no wait, I just did this.
Cluck, click.
No wait, I didn't just. I don't get it. I opened the box.
You now hover the mouse to a grappling hook.
Looks. I look around for conveniently placed gargoyles or other stone structures that someone could feasibly stand on top of. Actually, no,
Uh,
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna fiddle with it.
Don't take your eye out, please. It's very magical.
This too. Let's see. It's got a hole in one end, which something is telling me to point away from people.
Yeah,
Nah,
that
you
would
should look down in it and see if there's anything deep in there.
I would not suggest that.
If you're volunteering,
No, that would be the Era Croaker that would do that.
Are there like any anything on the ceiling that he could hook to?
there's like an empty chandelier.
I'm pressing all the protruding bits until something happens.
And as you kind of look down a little bit, you click a button, basically amounts to pulling the trigger, and it launches upwards. And you get the idea that this sucker could go pretty fucking far.
I'm looking up. Hmm.
And it goes, and then it hooks on the chandelier.
It's a it's a rope launcher.
That might
That's
be
pretty
good.
useful, actually. I press
Need
the
one
same
more.
button again to see if it shoots another one.
It unhooks.
Nice.
What's interesting about it is that like the rope and the head kind of detach, and the rope comes back, and then the head, as it right before it lands, kind of disappears in like silver like powder, like mist kind of stuff, and then it reappears on the head.
Ooh.
So there's rope with that, right? Like an actual rope comes out.
Hmm.
This is just Tyrandal thinking in his head. I wonder how that would react if I try to cast rope trick with that rope.
What do you think is going to happen?
Either the magic already on it is going to keep it from happening, or when I cast it and then you shoot it for the small amount of time, it might actually make a portal going into whatever direction the gun was shot at, which would be interesting.
I wonder if there's a way to retract this while I'm holding on to this end.
That would be useful.
I'm gonna keep messing with it. I need to figure out all the special stuff.
So we're taking a long rest now, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
My character's going to be eating and asking Sebastian where the library is and if there are any interesting books for him.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll generate some books for you.
I am doing
John,
grapple hook practice. Very
John
important.
is just going to lay down somewhere and basically be dead for 4 hours.
I'm just gonna set out all my equipment and start cleaning it.
I want scrolls so I can add to my spell book.
I'm working on that. Give me a second.
Yay. William, you've been awfully quiet.
Hello? Okay.
Hello.
No, I just mentioned I'm just going to sit down in a nice quiet spot and just open up all my alchemy kits and items and equipment and start cleaning it. We've been in the dirt, the sand, the sewer.
All right.
Cleanliness and sterile environments is my favorite.
So John
Sebastian will get you a hot bath if he's a request.
I would not mind that at all.
There's a
yeah,
proper
John's
copper bathtub.
And Sebastian, I don't know if you have any other hot water implement, but I do need to clean all these with the. I don't know. Do you have soap or another like a faucet of hot water?
Sterilization, yes.
Yes, I would like to have that accomplished.
By the way, it is very unusual that he knows what like regarding sterilization.
Yeah, I turn
Um,
around and say, "Wait, you seem to be quite e- educated as far as these certain things. Sterilization isn't much of a popular vocabulary word."
he leans in close, says, "Wait till you figure out about surgery," and then leaves.
Okay, I don't know. I think I know a little bit, but
What about germ theory?
Yeah.
yeah, germ theory.
Well, I mean, if he knows about sterilization, he knows about germ theory. So
Yeah.
Sterilization came out before that. It was about, hey, this needle doesn't affect you when you heat it up.
oh, that's fair. Okay.
Sterilization.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I just know not to, don't eat where you shit.
Yeah.
right.
Literally. And then try not to shit near water supplies, which they figured out a few hundred years later.
Or dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yep. So yep.
Both at the same time, though, it's fine. But one or the other, no, you
Yeah, they
can't do that.
cancel each other out.
So Reborn only need 4 hour long rests, which means I'm trying to figure out what to do for the next 4 hours. I might ask Sebastian if he has any information on what I am, any books that might help.
I see. I see. That was me, not him. Uh, there is methodology of there's methodology of undeath. Talks about what it's like to live as a skeleton, how to best care for your servants, and things like that. As far as divine undead, well,
Yeah, from what I can tell, my god hates undead, yet brought me back as an undead.
yes, curiouser, curiouser. However, the major aspect I think is which of the five you embody. My guess is you are most likely the necromancer.
I mean, I was. The only thing I remember when waking up is that I do have necromantic spells, but I've been trying not to use them around my
Yes.
companions.
Unfortunately, knowledge of these groups are segmented due to well, plot reasons, but most I can tell you is
Did you say
you
plot
should find
reasons?
you should find the temple dedicated to you. He waves his hand. Origin.
That would be. Yeah.
Let's see.
Local man knows a bit too much. More at 10.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm trying to find the correct generation for you. Sorry, buddy. It's taking me a second.
All right.
So, Tyrandol will be doing a lot of reading during this rest period. And depending on if there's
Okay,
required
all right.
amount
I have
of...
a book for you.
You.
Excellent.
It is written in fiery runes and bound in an unusual hide. Many of its pages are marked with indecipherable symbols. It is a spell book.
Is it abyssal?
It's that spells are written in abyssal, actually,
Ooh, nice.
and these are the spells inside of it. And if you would so choose, I also can put them in the bookkeeping as well.
Now, is the spellbook itself, when I cast Identify before I open it up in case there's any trap magic on it?
Good thing you did that.
Yeah, wizards be crazy, you know.
Yeah, yeah. The first person to open this book without doing it the proper way has the spell Mind Blank cast upon them.
But doesn't my ring protect me from that?
Uh, I don't think so, actually. Oh no, not Mind Blank. It's fucking what's the name of that spell? Hold on, let me find it.
Gias?
Our word kill.
Die.
Okay, it's read your thoughts and lying. I was thinking of I think Mind Blank, yeah, is a pretty powerful
Yeah, no,
spell.
that's the positive version of the
Yeah.
fucking spell.
Yeah.
It's the opposite thing. It's to make fucking someone an idiot. I forget what it is.
Ray of
Feeble mind.
Feeble mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Feeble mind.
So that's like what takes your score down to like a 1.
Yeah, or it's like the it's supposed to be like the lesser version of feeble mind. I forget what fucking
So it's like a
Dingus brain.
yeah.
D4 or D8.
Maybe, dude. I'm probably thinking of Pathfinder too,
Yeah,
because
I
there
think it's
is a
like I think it's
spell
like
in
a level.
Pathfinder that is that's like a third of the power of feeble mind. It just basically makes it so like it gives you huge disadvantage on
Enfeeblement.
checks. Huh?
Enfeeblement.
Yeah, and that might be it. Yeah.
Identify allows me to learn how to use it. So how do I open this without it going off?
Yeah. Basically, there's a spell on it where if you open it, it makes you a fucking idiot. The DC to save would be 19. Okay. And in order to open it safely, you have to pet the spine.
Oh, it's like a Necronomicon.
Cute.
Creepy. What do you have a name for the spellbook by chance? While I'm tapping it up.
I actually might. Hold on. No, I don't. You can make a name that you so choose, or I can
Okay.
make one for you.
So if opened without the proper way, is a DC 19?
Yep.
Wisdom?
Intelligence.
Oof.
And you notice that as you page through multiple pages, you notice that this book has spells you don't recognize and you can't really decipher.
Well then.
In fact, it's kind of weird, John, because if you're there, uh, it's almost like it's filled with some, I don't know, cleric spells.
Ooh. Yeah, John, considering he only needs a few hours to rest and recuperate of meditation, he'd be wandering around. So yeah, I'd be there. Just kind of like reading, silently reading over his shoulder.
Yeah. So you notice that there's a few spells here or there. You remember you like between Tarandal and you easily notice that one of the spells ends up being guidance. And so whoever made this book found a way to be able to cast cleric spells as a wizard.
I'll point to one of the spells he can't, in guidance specifically, like, hey, I know that one.
What? That doesn't make any sense. That's not
But
how magic and arcane works. We mess with the weave. Divine is this whole other thing with the gods and their whole weave.
But the weave comes from the divine, though. It comes from the goddess of magic, or well, now it's a god.
Uh,
John goes into the whole diatribe about the loss of ninth level spells and above, and
I thought the weave was more of a natural phenomena.
well, some people believe that it was born in the birth of the universe. Other people believe that it magic itself in the weave was born from when the gods actually took their first breaths.
Oh.
Yeah. Theory. Show me a thesis and prove it correct. And
Yeah.
then we can talk.
And it has to be peer reviewed.
Yeah, and I'm the peer to review it.
Oh my goodness.
Or you could just do the spell. It's there in
Yeah,
the book.
I mean, I kind of agree with Fulvus on that. If you can do the spell, do the spell.
You get the idea, Tyrone, that something's kind of missing in this book. The pages that you're able to flip through, like for certain spells and everything like that, it's not like, oh, all the wizard spells in order are on this page. It's like they're kind of mixed in between each other, and some of the pages in between you can't read, as if like you're missing pieces of the puzzle.
That's annoying.
I mean,
There's something missing here. It's not complete. I don't know if there's a companion book like you have to decode with the multiple books together to piece it out, or if he wrote wrote it missing things on purpose.
If it is missing, maybe it's in one of the other safe houses with the one that has your picture in it.
yep. Sebastian did say we each have our own safe house. Or if you want to keep looking at it, I could give you guidance that would help you out a bit.
Yes, you use the spell to understand the spell.
I mean, it's not the worst use of a spell.
Well, that's a cantrip, right?
Yes, it is.
Or an Orson if you go by 3.5 and
Yeah, no, I always hated calling them orisons.
um I mean, no, I don't need it on me. That's not going to help me understand it. I mean, I just casted a miracle. If that doesn't help me understand the divine, I don't know what will.
Well,
So you're
apparently we are the divine, so
Yeah, exactly.
you must first understand yourself.
Sebastian's going to be wandering around, and he's going to look at you and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't be looking at that."
Why? I'm the god of arcane right now.
We we hid it here. The explorer managed to steal it from him, from Nazax. This is his
Uh,
book.
is that the is that a necromancer that we should know about, or
it's probably the
Worse.
that one angry lich that we're supposed to talk to.
so we
Yes, it's a
technically weren't
lich.
told about that?
Well,
Yeah.
you said the guy, you said the explorer did it.
Yes, it's
All
what
right,
killed him in
so
the end.
all right, cool. So
The lich
idea
mind spells.
when we go to the lich, I'll wear like a mask or something so he won't know it's me. Because I guess that guy points at the picture and the other guy points at the book have some sort of history that I don't know about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe I do know about it and I forgot, which is also very possible.
So, Sebastian, the portal out, does that lead to the mine we're supposed to go to next?
No. It leads to the main area, also known as the inn and or the modern temple that's, well, probably being obliterated as we speak. It also leads to a rock outside of the walls, and of course the scrying pool.
Where's the scrying pool?
It That is it. It looks at the sky.
Ah,
Yes. Speaking of, he says as the walls start to shake a little bit. Ah, it seems that someone is trying to scry you and is being prevented.
Oh,
that's
Like us individually or the spell book?
You, one of you
Oh,
anyway.
Well, good. Maybe they'll think we're dead.
I doubt
I'm
it.
sure that's how that works.
If your scry is rebuffed, you normally know they're alive
Well, I'm gonna
and
take your word
avoiding them.
for it because I can't do that.
I can't either, but I just have the feeling that that's going to cause problems.
Yes, well, let me show you. He pulls open a little cupboard, brings out like a little bowl, pours some water in it, and then mutters an incantation to try to scry one of you. And instead of an image creating to show to 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 show you guys, instead it shows an error message and a Windows error sound.
hmm.
Scry not found.
Huh? You're right. That is really unusual.
Yes.
Is there anything here that we can take with us to basically help prevent scrying, or are we just
Well,
on our own?
you could, but it would remove the protection from here.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. This place is a
we just
good
gotta
place.
be quicker. I mean, as soon as they scry us, they'll have wherever they're at to get to us, and they can't do it all day.
Good point. You would know more about
Well,
arcane than I would.
there's something we can do. Let's see. He kind of runs around a little bit and kind of looks up and down and says, maybe.
While you're looking, can you bring me some ink? I need to start doing my own work with these spells.
He hands you an ink bottle and a quill. A very nice
Okay.
quill, actually.
I don't have any money, so it's okay. I get one or two of these spells in my book.
Let's see. Well, we have plenty of materials you can use. There are some spellcasters who used to live here. Maybe enough for a couple of spells. In the meantime, let me try to find the amulets that we have here somewhere.
Fog cloud is the only thing I'm really concerned with at the moment. So I'll be working on that while we're kind of doing other things. While everyone is kind of doing other things.
Ah. Is anyone kind of like he does like this motion of like strength?
That'd be the Aarakocra.
Ah, yes. He's going to point at the wall and then do like this punching motion, and then Val, without hesitation, is just going to punch the shit out of the wall, and it's going to have a small little crack, and then part of the wall is going to disappear in a perfect sphere, and then behind there's going to be a hanging amulet. Well, it's not perfect, but well, he uh he's going to start gathering some stuff and packing into a suitcase and grabbing a hat, and he's going to hand the amulet to the first person who asks for it.
That was John, actually.
Yeah, he's going to
So
hand
I
you the
will
amulet
put
and
on the.
say, this should hopefully probably stop you from being scried.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean it can be overpowered, but you'd have to really piss off someone. I don't know, it's like really strong ability to do that. So,
Like the
I mean, what are the
Emperor.
gods? You made an enemy of a god, right?
Very, very likely. I suggest all of you that eat grab as much food as you can carry.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say: stuff your pockets.
Yep.
Oh, Sebastian, before I forget, do you know what's up with that? With the the weird water that we took the boat over in? The numbing stuff.
Ah, you touched it.
Yeah,
Ah,
and then
well,
we untouched it.
mm, so long story short, it's a charm to try to keep anyone from seeing the platform and it's going on their merry way.
Does it do anything if you remove, like, if I took like a sample of it and then threw it in someone's face? Would that do anything?
Um, well, I suppose it might cause like an amnesia effect.
Very good. I'm gonna do that
We
because
did
that
we
might
did
be
derive
useful.
a teeny tiny sample from a certain river. Anyway, don't worry about it. But uh, yes,
Very good.
it would be
Uh,
diluted, but
yeah, but sometimes, sometimes a brief moment is all you need. I'm
yes,
gonna
he starts packing up all his shit and gets it all in a suitcase, and he puts on a like an old bowler's hat, and after lighting a cigar, he says, "I suggest you all make yourselves scarce."
Yep, agreed.
Hmm.
Is there an herbalism kit in this area that I could take? Because I have the thing, I just don't actually have one.
Yes,
I will add that to
it
my
is stocked with
inventory.
anything you would find in like a very basic general store. The base value of 10 gold pieces or less you can take
Sure.
regarding equipments and
Like
things like
ropes
that.
and
So any tools or anything.
I'm going to do a quick D&D Beyond item lookup.
So if you guys have any missing like tools with you or proficient and things like that, you can go ahead and add them.
That is fantastic. I will
I'll take
grab a couple
this.
things then.
yep.
Thank you,
Well,
DM.
ink and quills and food, and then we run.
I'm going to say I did this during the long rest.
I'm gonna need a bigger backpack.
I have no need of food, so I can help carry whatever you need excess.
Fantastic. I'm gonna give you my alchemist supplies, my brewer supplies, disguise kit, poisonings
Oh,
kit.
you need the traveler's bag?
Oh wait, actually, I
That
have
that would be
Couldn't hurt.
pockets.
We have a
yes.
special item called the explorer's pack.
Oh,
That would be useful. Yes.
Yes. Let me find it somewhere. He starts looking at his watch. Well, we only have time to find one or two things. There's a few things that we had hidden in the archives here related to the explorer. There, of course, the his backpack and his tools, and of course, his grappling hook.
Yep. We also have Jeb's pants, so that is useful.
although not very handy for grabbing bigger items, unless they're stretchy.
I, I think if you're in a position where you need to use pants to grab something, you've got other things to worry about.
This is fair.
I'm done with my bookkeeping now. By the way, I think I know the lich who this belongs to. I think I know where they're at. But we're not going there yet.
No, I agree with that.
I want counterspell at least before we go see them.
That's a great idea.
Well, he is undead. I do have a spell that does more damage to those that are undead.
He's the one that deciphered divine magic in this book.
Ah,
So I don't know if that would work on him.
true.
He might be bolstered against it somehow.
Yeah, good point. Later, definitely later.
So what is this whole we need to get out of here? Is it
Yeah, I hold up the amulet of scry protection. This was protecting us. We kind of have a few minutes left before we need to be gone
why? It's still in here and we're still protected by it.
because it's no longer on the keystone of the building.
But it's on us.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yes, yes. And if
work
it
that
happens to
way.
scry anyone that's not particularly no longer in the building instead of on a person, then we are screwed.
So wait, it's only protecting him against it and not the rest of us?
Yes.
Then why did you break it now?
I didn't.
Trolls.
Yeah. Can we hang it back on
Look,
the
when's the
keystone
last
before we
time you
leave?
knew a troll with high intelligence?
Exactly.
This is fair.
Exactly.
John will actually hang the amulet back on the keystone until we're ready to leave.
The keystone's kind of cracked a little bit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we were gonna leave anyway. This just accelerates the timetable a little
Yeah,
bit.
I agree with this.
Before we leave, was there any other books worth salvaging?
All of them are worth a fortune.
Are any of them actually worth arcane knowledge? Who cares about gold?
I mean, gold's pretty useful. You could buy things that are worth arcane knowledge with gold.
Uh,
That's what you told us.
there, there's the wandcraft one, but I wouldn't know where to find it right now.
I'm gonna roll investigation to try and find it really quickly. That's a 24.
Okay.
Using my just innate sense of owl eyes and wizardly knowledge.
Woohoo! Woohoo! You look up top and you see a nondescript book, kind of hanging over, and it's got the first word in the back is wands.
Okay, I'll assume that's it and grab it.
It is titled Wand in its Intricate Forms. It is a book about crafting wands.
That's useful. Right?
Yes, very
I'd say
useful.
so.
No, this is Amnesiac John asking to
Oh, got you.
So it's a how to craft wands.
Yes. If you spend long enough studying it, you'll be able to eventually be able to craft wands.
So that's like adding my spells that I know into a rechargeable wand.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Finally, a wand of prestidigitation.
How much does this item weigh?
3 pounds.
I don't have prestidigitation, by the way. I groom myself daily. You'll notice me every once in a while. My head will tilt down and I'll start grooming myself.
All right. So, I want everyone to roll me an investigation. The
All right.
DC is going to be 15. Each person that gets above, except Tyrandol, of course, each person that gets above a 15 can add one item of this list so that they can locate.
I have failed, by the way.
I have failed.
I passed.
Okay. So, luckily
Yeah,
the
Dr.
troll got one, so you get to pick 2 items of this list.
Oh. Where? Where's the list?
I'm pasting it. Give me a second.
I'm searching for the list. DM.
I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in Heavens 3 General.
There it is.
Hello?
Hello. Are you all in the middle of a game right now?
Yes.
Can't.
My apologies, I will leave.
No, you're fine. You can listen in. Okay. Oh
He's
well.
dead.
Man. All right. So, choose 2 to locate.
I like the special backpack and the secret finding.
I would vote special backpack and excavation tools.
Archaeology. Do I know what any of these do, or are they just based off of the list?
They're based off a very brief description given to you via the troll.
Okay.
It's in a list, so it must be special. Think
Yep.
if you get lost and you get caved in, wouldn't having those tools to dig yourself out be useful?
I mean, I have just regular. Sure, that'll suffice.
And I feel like, I can see that. Wands of archaeology. What would a wand of archaeology do?
That sounds useless to me.
Yeah, it sounds
Basically,
like
it has multiple cantrips that would be useful for an archaeologist.
Oh, okay.
So
So light,
prestidigitation,
like
move earth.
move earth, mold earth, that kind of shit.
Right. I like that. That's super good. You can get creative with the situations. Excavation tools have any other? They're just the general tools used for.
Yes,
These ones are
those kinds of
presumably
tools
special.
would basically be very useful for, I don't know, dealing with traps that archaeologists deal with 24/7.
Gotcha.
And things like opening locks and things like that. Such tools would basically double the bonus you receive from thieves tools and or archaeology tools.
Mm. Secret finding, I presume, is a thing that finds the secrets.
Yep.
Gem of Truthing. Oh,
Special backpack, is that more of like another
handy haversack.
Yep.
yeah,
Handy haversack.
handy haversack.
handy haversack is absolutely useful. The wand of archaeology might be useful.
That's what I was thinking. You can get pretty clever with cantrips.
Now,
Yup.
if you guys so choose, you could spend additional time trying to find for you guys to roll again to see if you can find another set. Like even add sets of things. These are just the first ones I think you might be interested in. I can add another set of things you might be able to find. However, you already know that people are looking for you right fucking now. So this is a risk and reward situation.
I'm ready to leave.
I don't technically need anything, so I'm good to go.
Grab
So-
a backpack and then whatever one you guys want.
You guys are the least greedy D&D players I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a player, I'd be like, you know what? What are the odds a DM actually kills us with fucking 30 enemies, right? Let's fucking grab everything. That's what I would do.
Listen, I still remember the first session.
Which first session?
All of them.
No. You kill the guys that come to get you, and you get their gear. That's even more loot.
Yeah.
Alright. I like the backpack and the wand of archaeology.
Okay.
It looks like the group is agreed on the bag. We just for the
Yeah,
If-
it's the
if-
secondary one we're not agreed on.
if y'all can't decide on something, I'm gonna roll a d3.
Follow this,
So-
your archaeology. Which of the two archaeology sets do you want?
I mean, I can't use the wand, so I would take the tools.
Is
If
that
you're an
true?
archaeologist, you can use the wand.
Because
Oh,
it's
yeah, huh.
for archaeology.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
I'm more of a rogue archaeologist, but it's the thought that
Yeah.
counts.
So excavation tools that gives you double proficiency or
On
wands.
on any check for let me write this down.
Yeah,
So
two tools.
I will. Put
oh,
the
I didn't
caveat
roll
forward.
I didn't roll for Val. And he would be very depressed if I
yeah.
didn't roll for him. Let me check. Is anyone to roll for him?
Can I
Not
use my
me.
stats and roll for him?
Huh?
Can I use my stats and roll for him?
Okay, all right. Only because
You
I
could maybe
forgot
throw
about
a guidance on there.
I could throw a guidance. It is a cantrip.
Well,
so
he
I'll
rolled a
put in
4,
plus-
so I don't think it.
Did you roll with advantage, Volv?
Did I roll with advantage?
Yeah, because you should. This is your shit, basically.
On investing. Oh, okay. I'll roll
Yeah.
another one. It got worse. So
Go
Yikes.
ahead and throw in the D4 just to see what'll happen.
okay. Well, D4. Well, okay. It would have saved the first roll. That would have been a 17.
Wait, and it's 17?
Assuming that my roll was supposed to have been at advantage, and also that I got a D4 from guidance, that would
Yeah.
have passed the DC.
That passes a DC.
Okay, so that's 2 things instead of 0 things. No, that's 1 thing, 1 extra thing instead of no extra things. So assuming assuming Val's roll didn't work, I guess we're agreed on the wands and the tools? Question mark.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave the backpack? That's fine.
Well,
No,
you're
because we
taking
get
the
3
backpack.
things now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's do
No,
that.
we get 4 things. He said 2 each.
Hmm?
Really?
Is that right?
Didn't you say 2 each?
No,
Or was
no.
it 2? Choose 2.
It was one per person who passed the DC.
Yes,
Okay.
and the troll passed, and then William passed, but now Fulvus has passed. You get to pick you get to pick 3.
Okay, archaeology in the bag.
I believe we agreed on everything except secret finding. So,
Yeah.
all right, okay, cool. So we get the Juans and the tools and the bag, which are apparently mine anyway. So, go figure. More
You
stuff.
want to just hold on to all of that?
Hey, since I'm a little tiny owl man, can I have the handy haversack?
I don't even know what this thing is. I feel
Well,
like I
I
should
do.
know what this thing is.
I know very much what it is. It's a magical item, and I want it.
That's appropriate.
Oh.
Oh
I
boy,
mean,
you
you
say
do.
that. Wait until I fucking list you the cantrips on that fucking wand.
This is all, of course, in a mad scramble as we're trying to leave at
Yes.
the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get the lists out, and then we'll see what's what.
Cool. What?
I'm gonna take this opportunity to get some more water. I'll be right back.
Sorry, it's taking me so long.
Do you
It's
think?
cool.
So, yes to me getting the handy, or is someone else getting it?
No, you could have it. As far as I'm concerned.
Excellent.
I made it. I lived.
Okay, so there's a lot of cantrips and things, so I'm probably gonna have to adjust it a little bit. Um, yeah. So okay. Of course, I had to add Thorn Whip because wow, Indiana Jones.
Of course.
Right.
All right. I'm fine with the archaeologist taking his archaeology equipment, and we can give Tyrandil the bag.
Yeah, I'll hand off the. I can I am physically able to carry what I have on my person at the moment. So although I will throw out the caveat that I don't actually have thieves' tools proficiency.
Yes, you do. Now.
I
Yep,
will
have
throw
a-
out the caveat that someone has added thieves' tools proficiency to me. uh,
I do not have mage hand or prestidigitation or mending or message. I don't have any of them but create bonfire.
well, I'll
I
put
have
some of
light.
those on my list so that we can do them.
Now you're just
Uh,
wishing it's a fucking spell book, not a fucking wand.
It's a cantrip. I don't think I can add cantrips to my spellbook.
Maybe there'll be a way to reverse
You might be
engineer.
correct actually, yeah. But I think you're supposed to know all cantrips, aren't you?
No,
No.
that's still 3.5 in Pathfinder.
Oh
At this
shit,
point,
yeah. Rip.
you gain them per level, kind of like a sorcerer.
Yep. And you also basically the way they spin it is that wizards spend so much time learning just the cantrips they care about to where they're proficient to be able to cast them without having to go through the rigmarole.
Gotcha. Okay.
Since I'm a war mage.
But hey, who knows? Maybe once you get really good at making wands, you might be able to extract information from wands. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So
It just works.
Right.
Here's a
Right.
here's a one that has like 10 different cantrips. Let's see how to do that. Let's deconstruct it.
All right. So we've got all this crap.
33% chance of success.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We've got all this crap. I suggest we head through the portal and go for outside of town.
Yeah, which exit are we taking again? There was one that got blown up and one that doesn't go anywhere. So what was the last one?
The black painting.
Right. Okay. I don't know how it works. Are you supposed to say like
Ju-
black painting or like do
So
you yell
from
like
what what
Hey.
Sebastian said, think the rock outside of town.
Hey guys, before we go through, who's going to take care of the lion, tiger, creature
Oh
things?
yeah, we have a giant cat. That
I
seems
forgot about that.
Giant cat? What do you mean? It's like the size of a fucking bag.
What the saber-toothed tiger that's the
Mhm.
size of a wildebeest?
Yeah, Val is carrying it.
Yeah, I figured Valkyrie was the one taking care of it. I just wanted to say it just for posterity's sake.
Right,
all right.
right.
Cool. We are all agreed except for Val that Val is responsible for taking the cat on walks and cleaning up after it and buying litter and all that
Does
stuff.
Val
Very
agree?
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll give him my now empty backpack to use for his turd droppings.
All right, so yeah, John it will be the first through the painting, thinking the rock outside of town as he dives through headfirst without even thinking.
But if you're not thinking, then you don't go anywhere.
But
with this
without
guy.
thinking, he's thinking about the rock out of town. He's not thinking about the consequences.
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson shows up outside the town now. Right. Well,
Off into the jungle.
guess we're going.
Because let's be honest, what's a rock movie without being in the jungle?
Right.
I will follow suit.
Me too.
Thanks for your help, Sebastian. Oh, he left already.
Yeah, he fucked off. So
wicked
there is
slime.
a lot of things you guys could have gotten out of there. By the way, I'm kind of surprised you were not greedy.
Says the one who took the NPCs and destroyed our safe haven.
Fair.
Actually, well, okay, we destroyed our safe haven.
No.
I mean, I asked about it. I didn't say we were taking it now. They're the ones that went through and smashed the wall. So yeah,
Yeah.
that
All
put
right,
it.
well,
that
here's
put a
what we
timeline
know,
on it.
right? There's other safe houses, so there's gonna be more. And now we know there's cool stuff. So
Yes.
obviously,
There's another thing to take into account too, and that is when the bad guys come here and loot this area, we'll kill them and take the items then.
Yes.
Assuming
no, the
they're all
water.
not
The,
carted off into, I don't know, a fucking very secure vault in the center of the city.
Oh, the vault that we're going to with the artifact?
Yeah,
Excellent.
The vault that we intend to pull a heist on later.
It's all coming together.
Now all we need's fucking Feather showing up.
we're gonna
Oh, man.
fast five the vault and steal the entire vault.
Yes. Let's just get us a war elephant with a cart and rob the entire vault.
The
While
the driver
while
will
you
be an
have
old man who keeps talking about family.
while you have 4 bards fucking on top of the elephant singing singing songs along the lines of "I'm a wanted man."
There's nothing wrong with this plan. Everything will work.
Yeah.
We can attach a large bag of holding to the elephant's tail, and we can just throw everything in it in the back.
Gotcha. All right. So, you guys go through the portal. Where do you want to go, inside the city or outside the city?
The rock outside of town is was the most pressing one I was told. So that's where John is heading.
Yeah, I was told rock outside of town.
Okay.
It is quiet now.
Hold on.
He is typing.
Yeah, I was making a note and I forgot to finish it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it where I'll remember
heard a
what I need
small
to do.
noise. I wasn't sure if that cut out or not, but I heard a small noise from you. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and add to bookkeeping the shit you got.
Very good. Oh yeah, this is the general channel.
Yeah, I did that because, like,
Unless anyone has any objections, I'm going to write down the two archaeological things and put them in on my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
By the way, John, you feel like there's some scrying magic going on, but it's not directed at you.
Can I? I can't tell who it is though. That's being scryed on.
Whenever you go near Tyrandol, it's a bit stronger.
Yep, I will put it on Tyrandol then. As soon as I feel the vibration getting stronger, I just yank it off my head and put it over his without saying a word.
You know, I am thankful for getting all these magical items, and I'll be very happy to study them later, but you have to do it now.
Yes, and you should feel the vibration.
Ooh, okay.
It's like a bat massager
That's
now.
not good. That's not good, by the way.
But it is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, who could possibly be interested in scrying the fucking the? You're a sorcerer or a wizard?
I'm a wizard.
The wizard. Yeah. All right. So you guys are outside of the city. What do you guys do?
Which part of the city are we at? North, south, west, east?
Westgate. Around the corner.
And we were given a bunch of options.
Yep, and we have somebody that has basically a lifeline to Jeb.
I recall a mine to the north.
Yeah, the
That
side
seems local enough if we want to start with that.
That's where people said they wanted to go for the power
Yep.
up, potential power up
Yeah.
boosts.
I think that's
Yeah,
the wise
let's head
choice.
north.
If
then.
you trust in Jeb's memory of that.
I mean,
I was
no,
gonna say it
please.
couldn't hurt, and then I thought about it, and then I realized it
It could hurt a
definitely
lot.
can. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Like I said,
it's a
it's a
lead.
monkey's fall.
It's a lead. That's what we've got so far.
Yeah, I mean that's a side quest lead, but yeah.
I mean, it's either that or go start a heist in the middle of the city.
somehow I think now might not be the best time for that.
Yeah, probably best to let things die down.
Agreed. Let's head north.
Okay. Who would like to roll for random encounters?
I'll do it.
Woohoo!
What am I rolling?
Thank you
D20.
for your sacrifice.
D20.
Anyone can make a nature check if they wish to encourage finding people or to discourage it. So encounters can be anything from wild creatures. It could be people. It could be like random friendly NPCs. Could be non-friendly NPCs. So
Okay, I can take a crack at that.
okay.
I rolled a 9.
All right.
My nature check is a 6.
Okay. And what are you trying to do? You trying to avoid people or you trying to find people?
I think avoid people probably be the best. If they get away, they could alert the city as to where we're going.
Okay.
We can run him from a creature, and he'll have no idea what the hell we were.
Interesting. You come across into a narrow cavern, really. Um, and give me 1 second. Let me see. And it's this little kind. Sorry, this little kind of narrow crevasse that opens up into like a little uh valley between like between this two like broken chunks of earth, and then digging down into the earth, you notice that like there's this kind of almost perfectly like cylindrical hole, roughly around 10 feet or so in diameter.
Hmm.
I can't say I have too much experience in the desert, but usually when there's a hole in the earth, it means there might be something living in it. I think it best to avoid it and keep on going.
Maybe.
Sand.
Would
What
everyone
lives
like
in
to
it?
roll me a nature check, please?
Yeah. Can I do another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Sand, to my knowledge, doesn't usually behave like that.
Another
You're kind of
15.
outside
Not
most of the
usually,
sand.
no.
You're around more sandstone than you are sand.
Yeah, but like no, like sand, like sand in general.
Yeah.
That's more of. Also, I rolled a 17.
Okay.
So,
It looks like some kind of cave formation. Although you're noticing that the winds are kind of rising, unfortunately.
Looks kind of like a cave. I sneeze. Getting kind of windy too.
Yeah, this is the beginning of a sandstorm.
I
Hey guys, I have a tent, but it's not great to put up a tent in a desert during a sandstorm unless you got one of those magical things.
so
Um,
You were trying to say, John?
down in the hole.
With this storm, oh, sorry, John.
No, I just saying. So basically, you're saying we go down in the hole.
I'm not saying we should, but it might be the only option. I mean, I don't like standing in the sandstorm. That ain't good for.
Will this count as a storm for the storm glass to rejuvenate the arcane energy,
You don't
or
know
do you
yet.
need? Oh, okay.
I mean, we can try. Leave it up here in a cairn or something, and we dive down in the hole with ropes.
Does
I
anyone have
will
a
say,
piston and a mallet with them?
Technically, we could have grabbed them from the safe house.
I mean, I have a bunch of equipment. Like I have tinker's tools. I can probably fashion something.
We need to be quick. Can you do it in about 30 seconds?
Let's see. This might be a artificer thing I can do. Right tool for the job. Now that's an hour of uninterrupted work. But Tinker's tools in general. Let me see what that says. Tinker's tools. Hmm. Now it does not really say. Although actually no, do I have a fucking hammer? I do have a hammer. It's part of my adventuring gear.
Most adventuring gear comes with pittons, rope, hammer, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Alright. Yeah, that's what you wanted, a hammer?
I need someone with strength to nail this backpack that's now empty onto a tree that we can find after the sandstorm blows that's going to have this item in it.
I do a quick look around for trees. We are in the middle of the desert.
There are no
We're in a
trees.
crevasse. We're in a
Well, a
crevasse.
rock.
Probably
Rock
go.
will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have some strength. I got a +2.
The main issue is I don't think things. I don't think that the landscape is very much the same after a sandstorm.
That
Big
is
objects
fair.
Big objects are the same. Are they
Yeah,
not?
And most
it could
deserts.
get covered up.
Volvus,
Hi,
you have mold earth, don't you?
I do.
That would help.
Technically, is it loaded on the wand? Is
Yeah, you can
anything
choose 3. That's fine.
okay? I guess I did it on the trip or something. I mean, I can. How does this thing work? I'm not
No,
really
this
much of a
idol
magical.
needs to be exposed to it. If you put it in a mold earth container, it's not going to work at all.
Well, I will
No,
say
I was
you
thinking.
don't have a very good reason to believe that this kind of storm would charge the magical item, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. That's why I asked, because it's
Yeah.
like rain and storms. I didn't think this counted as the right storm, but you're like, oh, you don't know yet.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more like making a spike out of dirt or something that we could hang the bag on. But yeah.
Okay.
My issue with that, just in general, is that it's sand and it's sand falls apart because
That's
it doesn't stay molded as far as I know because it's sand.
that is fair.
Okay. Well, we're just not going to do that because that's a waste of time now.
I think we got enough time to rope down into the hole. I walk up. I'm gonna look over the edge.
It goes kind of down, yeah.
Yeah, I will summon my familiar, my owl, celestial owl, and I'll have it be with us. Yeah, I'll have it be with us while we go down. It's going to look behind us and around us while we're going down.
Okay.
Yep. I will cast light on.
Oh, and I cast mage armor.
I guess I'll cast light on my shield. That way we have some illumination around us as we go down.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try and climb my way down.
So, interesting. So you get inside the cave, and this little cave, and you begin to realize that this cave is more of a rough-hewn tunnel. You know, and it's almost like it was kind of carved because like there's interesting rib patterns. Up and down.
Mm.
It's really cool.
I'm getting the feeling that this is some creature's cave.
This reminds me of a movie I watched.
Shai Halud.
Can I look around and see if there's any indication that there is an animal on here?
Now that you know of,
A creature.
the air
If
smells stale.
doing a quick examination of the walls, do I get more of a man-made or man-made or magical or like otherwise feel?
Investigation.
17 again.
You don't think it was made magically, but it doesn't look like it was made by humans either.
Okay.
Could be natural.
Whoever did this probably wasn't casting spells. Doesn't tell me about who the whoever was, but can't really figure that out just from where we're at right now.
Okay. How deep can we see how deep the cave goes?
No.
No.
Just
Okay.
keeps going, as far as you know.
Well, I could. I have light on my shield, but I could cast light on a rock and throw it.
We could just stay near the entrance and wait for the storm to
This
pass.
is like it's like permanently downhill, man.
Oh yeah.
So you can do that if you want. I don't care.
I mean, I'm content to just stay, out of the sandstorm. But if we really want to, we could
Well, I was
go see what's down there.
Could this
my
be
my thought was
mine?
it could be a mine. My thought was more looking out for anything hostile.
Well, we need to go down a mine. This could be the mine that has the tincture in it.
That is
Mines
fair.
usually have like, supports and stuff. I don't I don't think I'm seeing those here.
I'm not too sure. I've never really been in a mine. Dungeons, yes, but not really mines.
Okay.
Well,
What's your guys' highest intelligence modifier?
looks
I have
at
a
the
plus
wizard.
one.
Modifier is a +4.
Okay. I'm going to roll something for you, okay? And I'm going to
Alright,
give you
so then
information based off that result. This is probably not a mine. I mean, it might be, but like as far as you can tell, like kind of like he said, you would expect there to be like supports, but sometimes mines are made at the end of like natural tunnels. Sometimes depends, but you're not quite sure like how far it was they indicated. And while you did head in the right direction, it's kind of you didn't expect to hit it this early, so it could be a mine, could be the mine, could not be mine.
Okay, that was neither helpful nor, but it was kind of helpful at the same time.
Yeah,
Weird.
Okay, I'm gonna go
it
with
doesn't
my
seem like a mine to
reasoning.
you, but it's not
Okay.
necessarily means it's impossible. If that makes sense.
Okay, Celestial Owl that has 120 dark vision. I'm going to send you down as fodder. Explore.
Uh, yeah, please ask it to watch out for hostiles.
Well, if it dies, I'll feel the connection sever.
Good point.
If it doesn't die, it'll come back after a while.
Are you looking through its eyes?
I think I can only do that while it's within 100 feet.
Okay.
Let me check. Yeah, it has to be within 100 feet. So once it gets out of that area, it's going to blink out.
Okay, that makes sense. There as you get for as the bird gets further down into the tunnel, there's an interesting kind of sheen along the walls of the tunnel, like a slick kind of wet sheen.
Before the owl goes any further, I'll tell it to come back. I'm afraid there might be like a slime monster down there.
You get it to like take a sample. Maybe we can figure it out.
Uh,
It has 1 HP. If it's acid, it will immediately die.
just don't get hit.
all right, we're all seeing the slime on the coming down the walls, right?
It's
That's
not really
far.
slime. It was just
Or,
like
or is
look,
it
it's
just the
it's
owl?
it's a weird viscous material, but it's not really present near the entrance. It's like all dried out and shit. But only like after a couple hundred feet inside the tunnels that is it apparent.
Oh, if it's a couple 100 feet, then I won't be able to. Yeah,
It'll report back when it's off. So
gotcha. So I'll convey that to everyone. Further down, there's going to be slime on the wall or some viscous material. It's too dark to really tell what it was.
Are we in a
Well,
mouth?
a what?
a mouth.
I would say it looks more like an anus to me, but
That's even worse.
I touched the floor. I assume this is stone,
Yeah, it's rock.
unless we're in a giant earth elemental, which I suppose is a possibility.
I didn't think they ate.
the question is, do they poop?
Whatever the case is, we've been learning a lot over the last couple things, so it could be.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes and create an alarm spell that goes 30 feet down the 30 feet away and a circle all the way around it, around the hole is going to be alarm spell. So if anything is coming up the tunnel, it'll make an audible noise.
Okay.
I'll let everyone else know.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and cast light on a rock and roll it down the slope, then see if we can get some illumination as it goes down.
We sure we want to make noise?
I figure the natural sound of a rolling rock isn't going to disturb much.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
So you cast light on the rock?
Yeah.
Okay. And you send it down. And it keeps going down and down and down until you can no longer see the light.
That is a very deep hole.
And it keeps echoing. A minute later, it's still echoing.
ah,
Do we still
That
hear the echo sounding?
It just stopped.
well, either it got really far away or it stopped rolling, or both.
yeah, yes.
Well, tell you what. If something roars at us, I'll put up a wall because this thing can do that.
I don't know if it. How quickly could you put up a wall?
I mean, it'll take. I'll have to wave it a few times, but
I would
uh,
think like a shelter off to the side. We could probably scoop out a bit of the rock wall, and then that way we could just all scuttle on in there and make it a little
That
door.
could bury us alive too.
Well, that's why we have
That
the archaeologist tools.
the tools don't do that. That the tools ain't particularly useful for that.
No, I
Uh,
mean, I'm just kidding.
I can mold Earth continuously. So if it's loose Earth and we get buried, I can sort of unbury us.
But what if the tunnel collapsing kills us? Or kills
Uh,
you?
then we die,
I
and
think
then we will be dead.
if it's something
I
that we
will give you all last rites and continue the journey. I'm hard to kill.
But can you dig
Famous
yourself
last
out?
words, am I right?
I, I technically could, but it would be a very long, slow process.
Do your bones mend if they get broken?
I heal as normal humans do, so it would take time.
You feel like normal humans do.
Heal. Heal. I
Oh,
heal.
heal. I said you feel like normal.
No. So I heal as normal humans do, but I don't require food, air, water, or sleep.
Okay. That's good to know. But I don't have emergency force shield yet, so I'd rather not create a cave in. So how long do we have to wait until something happens?
So are you taking camp or what? It is getting pretty late in the day, just so you know.
We're
For
waiting
the
out the.
We could sit here and wait for
Yeah.
this. Take
So
a nap.
basically you have two choices. You can camp here until, well, three choices really. You can camp here until the storm goes. You could go down and explore, or you could wait and then go down and explore.
We could brave the storm.
Well, yeah, but you'd have a really bad time to say that. There's a reason why no one does that in this world.
Also, like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you wish
Getting
to
lost
rest,
is the absolute least of your concerns in that situation.
if you wish to rest, I can keep watch. I'll light a candle or something so I have adequate light, or we could go farther down and see what's down there.
We can take shifts. Treat it as a normal, like,
No,
keep watch out and camp, except we're in a anus cave instead of a grassy knoll. I don't
I,
know.
I don't require rest. You are all fine to rest, and I will keep watch for the duration.
I like your selfishness. I'll I'll take it.
Very admirable.
So I will set a few candles, one up a little higher up on the slope and one down lower, and light them both so I can have light around while they're resting.
You don't need to breathe. The rest of us do. Can you do something that doesn't create smoke in this tiny, dry air tunnel?
They're like little tiny tapered candles. They're not really a lot of smoke. I'm not.
I
That's
don't
why I'm
want to
not making a
die.
fire. Yeah,
I
sure.
just don't know how uncomfortable that might be.
All right. I'll just. All right, then I'll take a few rocks and just cast light on them and recast it every now and again. That lasts an hour.
Like I don't know. I haven't been in a tunnel like this. I don't know how like heat. It's already kind of dry and everything. I don't know how bad it could be. But I don't really have nature, so
No, neither do I. But yeah, light's a cantrip. I can cast it all day, so I'll just set some stones up with light.
okay, DM, we're camping.
Okay, cool. Um, let's see. Who is it just gonna be one shift for you, John?
Yep. John's just taking the whole rest because he doesn't need to sleep.
Okay. And roll me a perception.
That's a 5.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
We'll let the
I'll,
results of that role play out later.
I'll have my alarm spell. It'll save us, right?
All right. So, one thing. All right. So, you all go to sleep with the exception of John. Of course, he's chilling. And in your sleep, you encounter an unusual dream. Here we go.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Can't believe you've done this.
Would you be God? The hissing whisper permeating your surroundings wakes you with a sudden start. You are not where you fell asleep. You are somewhere else. Somewhere strange. As you open your eyes, the darkness at the edge of your vision does not go away. You are in a dark space, with spires like rock trees jutting out towards the endless expanse of the void this place calls a sky. Dim light radiates from the flecks of light falling from the endless expanse, as if snowflakes were stars. A sense of ominous foreboding coats the air, and everything you touch like a viscous oil. Like a living creature made of a shiny sheen, it whirls and writhes under your touch, suffusing everything in this place. Tiny little sparks, comes the voice, a sound of beetles crunching on dry leaves. Right next to your ear, you hear it again. You could be so much more with my help. It laughs like a debased giggle. It whirls around, growing larger and darker, like a tsunami of foul water, yet dry and wafts around like a mist. It spins and eventually coalesces into the eerie shape of a human, cloaked like the breath of a foul miasma. Except you can't see it exactly. It's as if you see everything but the creature in the shape of a human, as if they are a walking void, an impossibility. You see nothing in the shape of this person. It reaches out a black clawed hand, and you can hear whispers from it and in your mind, chanting, almost singing like the echo of a massive chorus. Come with me, and we'll be in a world of pure devastation. Seeing you recoil, it reaches back a hand, crooked, and is obviously offended. It rises into the air and spins, and a wave of force and air like a crashing tidal wave besets you. All around you the strange creature spins like a whirlpool, with you standing in the eye. Do you think you can harness the light inside without my help? The light of the dawn suffuses you, for now. It leans in close, whispering from many mouths into your ears, and echoing a cappella from a singularity. Power is the only thing that can save you. Knowledge of magic can help, yes. Perhaps stem the tide of the encroaching tendrils of creatures that crawl from the ether like bloated maggots. It reforms, like a school of fish, is in the shape of an ancient-looking boat. Heroes have crossed the sea before, delved the depths of the ocean and earth alike, even unto breaking the center of the world in search of secrets. Secrets that I offer you. Heroes, villains, and even mighty demon lords have come to me before. I do not suffer, most of them. They do little to interest me. It spins around and around like the liquid-like creature forming the vague face of a woman. It takes a different approach, this time speaking sweet and somewhat seductively. Yes, you are not the first to need my aid. It leans in ever closer and whispers something barely audible in your ear, yet the words spoken boom with revelation, even as light fills your eyes to see into the past. Images of a vague band of heroes with a stalwart companion. They enter the depths of the earth to save a comrade cursed by flakes of gold. A chasm lies before them, filled with lightning and mist, and in a red haze a betrayal occurs, and one walks from whence five entered. 5 minds merged into his, and so he too controls their power, their wit, and their destinies which warped under his command. The figure walks towards the walls of the great city. It speaks a single, all-powerful word. His mouth moves and utters it, and all you hear is break, and the walls before broke before him. He floats off into the ground, and his shadow split into many tails. He stands before the palace alone, all of the guards too hesitant to interfere, and whispers another all-powerful word: submit. Unable to resist but refusing to comply, the Sultan kneels and dies. His golden bejeweled crown falls upon the ground and spins in circles to land right before he who would be king. Sitting upon his throne, he places his new crown upon his head, above his mask. Shadows wreathe and grow like the dark side of the sun, engulfing him completely. Before the shadows overtake his face, you see his mask be made of a dark, smooth obsidian. Under one eye, you can almost make out a sapphire gem, like a permanent luminescent tear, as if a prayer for the fallen. In an overpowering, echoing voice you hear in your mind, I shall give you what the world needs: a world without fear, a world without dissent, a world of order. As you retreat from the vision, you wake up with your heart pounding, almost skipping beats, and you are short of breath. Sleek with sweat, you hear in your mind, call me when you decide. You will know the name to speak when you are ready. Then the presence is gone, and you are left alone in the dead of night, with nothing but a racing heart. All right.
Ugh. I'm assuming we like wake up from.
hmm
Yeah.
Everyone wakes up.
Mm.
He's now early in the like very very early in the morning.
Is
So
there any light coming from the cave entrance or?
From the cave entrance? No. There is light coming into the cave entrance.
Yeah, no, like light from outside.
Yes.
Okay.
Very early dawn.
Uh, if it's stopped, uh, if it has stopped sandstorming, I'm gonna like scramble outside, get try and get some fresh air.
Good morning. You all slept fitfully?
Yeah. Uh, strange dreams.
you two,
Mhm.
I don't know. It You ever have a vivid dream that is just so vivid and there's just so much going on you can't even really like recall what went on. It takes like a whole day to just go over it.
Perhaps when I was alive.
Do you ever do you don't need to sleep, so I suppose you don't dream anymore, huh?
No, I don't do a lot of things I used to do.
That's too bad. Although I'm sure there's new things you can do now. Like stay up all night by yourself.
I do still need to go into a torpor state every now and again, but it's not quite the same as sleep. More like how the elves meditate.
Well,
Speaking of which, I say on my way up, did you I assume you didn't see anything.
I don't know. Did I see anything?
We'll go over that next session.
Okay.
Okay, so that's probably where we're gonna end the session. What did you guys think?
good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Moving
good.
along.
A little chaotic.
It's a lot of fun. Hey, I'm not speaking too much, am I? In the game.
No,
I
Okay.
have no complaints.
I appreciate players that take charge.
And also, I'm trying to stay kind of neutral. Neutral. Am I equal balance flip flopping, or am I being a little bit too chaotic?
No, it's fine. You're fine. I don't have any complaints.
Okay.
I think that kind of stuff is hard to really maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his biggest thing is he sees law and like the people are being executed. He was going to leave them behind. Then the people got shot out here innocent. So he's like, okay, got to stop that from happening. So I'm trying to keep this balance going.
Eh,
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to keep a full balance on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
What did you guys think of the vision?
I need to reread it.
It was a long one.
Yeah, it was a bit long for sure.
Very
It's
good.
in keeping with your theme of fun and family friendly, nothing bad will happen cutscenes. So, that's always a good sign.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. That one cutscene, we were filleted and hooked up on a bed of coals and other things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That was less than polite to do to my players, huh?
Yeah, that was at least a PG-14, if anything.
Yeah. I am posting it in the lore dumps.
Yeah.
But I'm nearly passing out. I'm going to head off.
Same here.
Good night,
Yeah,
guys.
gotcha. Now, one
Good
thing
night.
before we leave is the most important thing to decide. What are we going to name the session?
Something to do with a safe house.
We took a bunch
Abashing
of
orc.
stuff. So clearly it was a loot box opening.
Loot box is pretty good.
Safe house, more like loot box.
Yep.
That works. Safe house, more like stupid troll break shit.
Safe house, not so safe house.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not so safe house, yeah.
All right, night, guys.
Night.
Yeah.
all
Good
right.
night.
Catch you later.
Bye bye.
Thanks
All
for
right.
the session.
Yep.
Yep, thank
I'll
you.
catch y'all hopefully next week.
Yeah,
Hopefully
hopefully.
with I guess he's not Linebeck anymore.
Val, yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.